Assalamu alaikum students. So today we are taking political science lesson number first, working of the constitution. The Indian constitution has declared its objectives to establish a secular democratic republic. Also, it has made extremely important provision to ensure that the citizens get justice and their freedom is protected. The society based on social justice and equality will be established. The constitution came into force on 26 January 1950, and since then the government has been working in accordance with the principle of the constitution. To establish social justice and equality, the review will primarily focus on three areas: democracy, social justice, and judicial system. First of all, we will talk on democracy. So democracy having the first point, political maturity. The Indian people and the politicians or the democracy does not merely imply a representative structure. The essence of representative system is to integrate the principle of democracy in the actual practice. Means the participation of the people is very essential in the Indian democracy. The government and the Indian people have direct representation in the parliament, state legislature and local government, holding free and fair elections at regular interval in an important indicator of Indian successful democracy. First of all, the Indian constitution has passed a provision that's right to vote. In the pre-independence period, several provisions exist which restricted the right of vote. All such provisions were cancelled after independence, and the Indian Constitution granted adult suffrage by giving the right to vote equal to the both men and women above the age of 21 years. Later that it was reduced from 21 years of age to 18 years, which gave opportunity to political participation to the young generation in India. Such provisions have made India the largest democracy in the world. India has the largest number of voters compared to any other democratic nation. This change is not only quantitative but also qualitative, as new political parties are emerging with the active support of young voters. Now, second point is decentralization of democracy. Decentralization control the misuses of power and also create opportunity for political participation for the common people. The directive principle of the state policy include the provisions for democratic decentralization. Here, one such important item is the 73rd and the 74th Amendment of Indian Constitution, which gave a constitutional status to local self-governing institute and also increased their power. Means here the provisions for democratic decentralization, one such important provision is regarding empowering the local self-government, make genuine democratic governance a reality. After independence, several attempts were made towards democratic centralization. Means here the government provide the many provisions for the Indian people to act properly and the laws and order to be maintained by the people and the government judiciary system. So in this lesson we study the democracy, about the democracy. Now in the next lesson we will learn the Right to Information Act, RTI 2005. Till read the lesson and take care. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.